Hey guys, I got the itch here to build a monster truck, so I ordered a set of stock Clod Axles, and I'm going to put them together here for you and show you what's up. But I got the opportunity to get a chassis, so I decided, well, I'll get the Clod Axles and start building them. Now, the first thing I noticed when I got them was these things right here, brass bushings. And knowing from being in RC, those don't last real long, especially if you're under power, you're on power, and you're also high speed. So what I did is I went to bocabearings.com, and they actually have a kit just for the Clodbuster, and it comes with all the bearings for 2 axles. So what I decided on here was the Ultra Seal bearings, and the reason I did that, they're metal shielded, maintenance free, and they're designed specifically for like indoor or low dirt, and clean driving environments. So this is going to be run basically on carpet. So it was the ideal situation for this. But if you get a chance, go over there and check that out. They've got all kinds of bearings. They got ceramic. They got everything. So see what's best for you. I opted for these, and they were a high quality. So that's what I opted for. So moving forward here, I'm going to start building this thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to do the tubes. So these are the tubes. Those. This is something that I learned to do right away, is I get the parts and put them down so I have them, so I'm not searching for them as I go. Now this says the metal bearings, Boca bearings. So I need 2 of those. And then the 2 bearings that they supply. And then the grease. Bushing. And then I need a Boca bearing versus the bushing. Put that in here. One thing you can do also, if you want to seat these, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll get a nut driver, the size of it, and just push down. It gives a nice flat. Make sure that you install it flat. Don't do it on an angle. That's one of the reasons why I use that. In plastic, sometimes it gives a little resistance, so that's why I like to use that. But got that there. Same thing here. Put the bushing on. That one went in easier. Put the washer. And then the C-clip. And that one's complete. Do the other side. Like that. So now we got our tubes with our axle shafts in them. Next thing, great tool is this to remove the parts from the tree. What's nice is it cuts it right against it, so you don't have to try and clean afterwards. Okay guys, I'm back. I put the other side of the case together with the tube here, and I'm ready to put the gears in. So what I did here also is I laid out what I needed to make it a little easier, and I'm going to start putting it together. So looking at this the way it is, it wants me to put these in here. That. I'm going to put a little grease on it. Like that. Okay, so now it's telling me to put the bearing on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the bearing in first so that I know that it's seated well. Same with the smaller one up front here. Now I know that they're seated well. And then I'll put it on like that. And then I'll put a little bit of grease on it. Being that this is going to be a race truck, I want to make sure that everything's greased well so that I don't break anything or wear anything out. Okay, and do the same thing with the larger one here. And then I need that spacer. Spacer goes in there, then the bearing goes on like that. And this one, it would help if I put on the right one, huh? That one goes on there. And this one goes on here, like so. I'm also going to grease these ones. You don't have to grease it crazy because once the gears start meshing, they're going to spread the grease around, so you don't have to really cover it real good. It'll kind of work its way in like that. Okay. Now I'm down here. I need to put the drive hex on like that. Then this here, if you see it, it's got a hex in it too, so that goes on there like that. Definitely want to grease that. Okay. I'm going to put the spider gears in. These, you just run this pin through and set them in these grooves like that. Okay, like that. Of course, you want to grease those up. Okay. I'm gonna grease this one up also. Put that on there so it holds it for you. And then what you want to do is place this on here. And now what you've done is you've put together your diff. Okay. Paper towel, wipe off the grease. this one on here like that. So now we've got our gear set up. Now comes the easy part. Just twist till it clicks in. There, now it's in. Just trim that off. That's about it. All I need to do now is put the screws in to hold the cases together, and then I do the knuckles, and I'll be right back with that. Okay, so the last thing I need to do is the knuckles. Shows here, grease this. Put the bearing on. Feed it through the knuckle. Make sure it's seated well. And we're putting another bearing on the outside. Make sure it's seated. A washer. And then an E-clip. There we go. Okay. And then what you do, a little grease in there, put that in there, there you go. Now I'll just duplicate it on this side. Okay. Thanks a lot, and keep an eye open for my monster truck build. Thanks. Bye.